What's up, YouTube? Is the lighting good? Am I blurry? Oh, there we are. What's up? What's up? What's up, April? What's up, Omar? Does anybody hate these squeeze bottles? Does anybody miss the squeeze bottles from back in the day? Which used to not, like, be all or none? Like, you squeeze these friggin' squeeze bottles and nothing comes out. And you're so gentle, all of a sudden things just like burst all over the place. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't think it is though. Of course, everybody missed you, Monster. We were all like, where's Monster? Except were you here yesterday? Oh, now we got levels to this shit. We don't rock the same clothes. All right, ready? It is cheese fries, burger, pizza, taco time. Like, does it even matter at this point? That's my question. Does it even matter? Is it a cheeseburger? Are they cheeseburgers? Are they pizzas? Are they tacos? Are they all three? Screw it, all three. Cheese fries, cheeseburger, taco time. Let's go. What's up, guys? Hold on, you know what? Hot sauce gun? Buffalo wing sauce to just make it more confusing? Alright, hold on. What's up, guys? Cheese fries, cheeseburger, taco time. Let's go. Buffalo wing sauce gun. Alright, one more time. This gun's kind of empty. I'll tell you what I got on it in the macros in a minute when I get started. Alright, now we're good with the buffalo wing sauce gun. Alright. What's up, guys? Cheese fries, cheeseburger, taco time. Let's go. Buffalo wing sauce gun. Alright, so let me show you guys. How's that look? How's that look? Let me show the gram. Hold on. All right. This is going to be super good. This looks good. It smells good. These are pizzas, and they can be tacos. And I can make them burritos. The macros are The macros are 4078 calories, 194 protein, 85 fat, 601 carbs. Did my Fitness Pal break for anybody today? Krishna, welcome back. Do I just make this a taco? I could really just make this a taco. There it is. Cheers. Let's keep it nice and neat. So, that's what I'm saying. Does it even matter anymore what it is? If it's a taco, if it's a pizza, if it's a taco pizza, do I drive a Dodge? No. No, thank you, Carl Jesus Smith. So, if my Fitness Pal broke for anybody today, just delete the app and reinstall it. I look hungry. I'm not hungry, I'm intermittent fasting. That's my new answer for people who don't understand intermittent fasting. When they're like, how hungry are you? I said, I'm intermittent fasting. Like, they're probably like, so that means pretty hungry, bro. I'm always full. You know what, Jesus? That's a great answer. Because if you're always not hungry, are you always full? Technically, no. But for the, this is so good right now. In layman's terms, yes. Once you're intermittent fasting for a while, you don't even get hungry. You just get excited. Like, and I don't get excited every meal. If I'm making something I made 1,000 times before, maybe I'm tired. Maybe I just don't feel like doing it. It's just like, it's like going to work. It's like going to work at a job you love when you're making something that you know is going to be good or great, but you just don't feel like doing it. But sometimes with stuff like this, I get amped up and I'm like, this is going to be fun. Well, if I'm folding stuff into tacos, if I'm doing something random, then yes, I get amped up. And no, I can't wait. But maybe that's because I've been intermittent fasting for 4 years. I've made like everything possible ever. I mean, not ever. There's always something. Oh, wow. Well, grilled chicken, Terry. Grilled chicken. I'm not going to knock you for eating the low-calorie chicken. Oh, when delicious food is before you, yes. What's up, Josh? But when you have to make it, and you have to make a video, and you have to film that video and edit that video afterwards, sometimes it's like, I'd rather just go to sleep. But you did. Thank you, Etab. Thank yourself later. You just gotta go. Just go. Everybody should. A physical. Whenever anybody hasn't had a physical in like 5 years or more, they just don't even want to know. Friggin' Jenny didn't have like stuff done for the longest time. And I'm like, just go. She's like, alright. She went. She doesn't like needles. Her health is perfect. She's fine. But like, if it wasn't for some reason and she needed to change something, then she would know. Specific time limit? I'm not sure if you're asking if I eat at a certain time or if I have to finish my meal in a certain time, but the answer is no. I can eat all day. Etab. Trust me. Just go. It's for your own good. This is not an eating challenge. I thought my doctor was going to knock me for intermittent fasting. He didn't. He's like, honestly, it's all calories. It's all calories. He's like, I know some guys who like wake up in the middle of the night to like eat a small snack to think they're sparking their metabolism. I'm like, well, I used to be pretty damn close to that. And it's true. If you guys go on the bodybuilding forums, you will find people who wake themselves up in the middle of the night because they don't want to go more than 2 or 3 hours without protein. And Edsta, when you say no cricket, that's very surprising because last night after the stream, the cricket was present. Oh man. Drop some meat. That's good protein. Imagine waking yourself up in the middle of the night because you're worried about losing your gains. I don't post the recipes yet. I have not worked on it enough. And I still can't figure out how. Video recipes I wanted to do, not happening. Tell you right now, not happening. The amount of anxiety I get when I'm thinking about editing more videos. Thinking about it, possibly, if I quit Instagram for like half a week every week, I could do some video recipes. Possibly. Possibly, but I really don't know. So, recipe book. I almost want to do a hardcover book. Like, I feel like, and I could be wrong because I probably won't end up doing it. I'll probably just do an online recipe thing like everyone else, a digital one. But I feel like holding a hardcover book, it gives you something that like, you don't get from just looking at a webpage or some digital thing. But obviously, it's a lot more complicated to put out a hardcover book. However, maybe I can figure out one of those independent publishing things. Merchandise is coming sooner. Merchandise is coming soon. What meal they like most during the week? But then would I have to do the meal over? Well, weight loss is not going to be part of the recipe book. It'll explain macro-friendly products, what I use, what you can use as a substitute. But you want to lose weight, that's here on YouTube. So when it comes to weight loss, here's the thing. When it comes to weight loss, plenty of people watch my how to properly begin intermittent fasting video and some of my YouTube videos. But when it comes to reading it, a lot of people, not saying you guys, don't want to read. They just want to watch the weight loss video. But when it comes to recipes, yes, people like to watch videos, but when you see these videos on Instagram, the recipe videos, even if they're really good, sometimes they're confusing. So you do have to write everything afterwards. I'm throwing around all kinds of ideas, and we'll see what happens. I realize there are a few hurdles. One hurdle is measurements. We're dealing with the US, the UK. I have followers in 147 countries. Probably more than that now. Imperial, metric. Do I go by grams, ounces, like... Then languages. Like a hardcover book. A hardcover book would be awesome. Even just to have. Like, I would want it to be like something people put on their table and be like, whatever it's called, this is the book. You gotta see this book. Just like you gotta see this Instagram account. However, if it's hardcover, it's in one language, that's kind of shooting myself in the foot, whereas a digital one, you can kind of translate. This is like 4,100 calories. There's a lot of lettuce here, a lot of tomatoes. I'll tell you what's here. Hold on. There it is. I got 4 bags of Dole shredded lettuce. That is, while we're on the subject of recipes, it's 200 calories of just lettuce. Then I got each tab, I said at this point, if you're losing any more weight, it's just lean mass. Lean mass means muscle and bone. You want to lose fat mass. You don't want to get skinnier inside your body and just have your skin be still keep the fat you're holding on to. So the benefit to starving yourself dries up after like a couple weeks. It starts to dry up after about a week. Very slowly. And then your metabolism slows down and your body doesn't want to lose fat anymore. So, 4 bags of Dole lettuce. 600 grams of tomatoes, 500 grams of fries, 100 grams of Tostitos cheese sauce, 1 pound ground beef. I got this ketchup mixed with Walden mayo, some protein ranch I had sitting in there, maybe some white wine vinegar. There's like 5 things in here. This is good though. I like to do a recipe book with sauces, or recipe section with sauces. And another international problem is macro-friendly products. Look. Carl lives in Denmark, and in many countries, Denmark probably being one of them, you don't have access to all the varieties of... It's not like you would get like fat-free cheese, 2% cheese, low-fat feta. You got to think about the products that you buy. You might not be able to buy Purdue General Tso's, or you might not be able to buy General Tso's out of the bag at the store. Except feta. Okay. Do you know why ice cream and fries are life? I'll tell you why ice cream and fries are life. Sweet and savory. Sweet and savory. Same reason why everybody started dipping fries in milkshakes. 3% feta? Well, that's not bad, but there are countries who are much worse off and have minimal macro-friendly products. Are they expensive? Here's the thing about macro-friendly products and the price. If you go to the supermarket, and let's say you need a lower calorie cheese, right? A lot of people don't know they do, Edsta, though. You need a lower calorie cheese. Is it going to be more expensive than the regular cheese? No. Most regular products are just regular prices. However, when the marketing gets like all friggin' sketchy, when it becomes protein bars, like Carl just said, protein cookies, like low-calorie sweets, and low-calorie treats, then yes. Especially if people think it's going to help them build muscle. Like, can Quest bars help you build muscle? Of course. They have protein in them. They have fiber in them. They're pretty tasty. They're my sandwich topping of choice many times. The Quest Hero bars are amazing. But you're going to pay for that. By me, they're 2 for $5 US. I spent so much money on Quest bars in my life. I'm now sponsored by Quest, but I spent so much money on them. It's ridiculous. You gotta watch out. Anything that says gluten-free, you're gonna pay more. If it says gluten-free, you're paying more for less enjoyable food. If it says low-carb, you're paying more for less enjoyable food. If it says high protein, you're paying more for something that's probably not even higher in protein than something regular. I appreciate it, Krishna. No, gluten-free is BS, and I'll tell you why. First of all, when I took my food intolerance test, they sent me a thing that said 95% of people who believe they have a gluten intolerance are wrong. That's 19 out of 20. So, even better, on the Jimmy Kimmel show. You guys can go back to this one. Find it on YouTube after this. On the Jimmy Kimmel show, hold on, let me break and take both cameras closer. Would you say you're a server at a restaurant? Fat-free lettuce? People buy it. So anyway, yes, everybody thinks they're gluten intolerant. There was a Jimmy Kimmel, you know when they walk out on the street and they interview people for whatever reason? So there was an episode where they went out on the street and they interviewed people for, are you gluten-free? Do you eat gluten? So, turns out they found a bunch of gluten-free people, big surprise. And the next question was, well, what is gluten? And everybody's like, you know, it's like the stuff. And they're like, what does it do? And people were like, I think it makes you fat. Oh, now I gotta turn the light down. So now people are worried about gluten making them fat. That's what most people think. Let's be real. Let's be real. If somebody says something is unhealthy, they think it makes them fat. Let's just call this out. Nobody's like talking about it's unhealthy. If everybody knew that carbs did not make them fat, nobody would say carbs are unhealthy. And now the new thing is insulin. Well, you know, because once you eat carbs and insulin, blah, 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 body starts to store fat. Well, get the hell out of here, man. Woo. Now, imagine this. Oh, everybody's intolerant to everything. Look, I do have food intolerances. And first of all, I'm peanut intolerant. I'm not going to be like, are there peanuts in this? I'm not allergic to peanuts. I'm intolerant to egg yolks. Everything's made with eggs. Now, this isn't stuff I purposely like put a ton of in my own food, but if I go out to eat, whatever, man. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I had the egg yolk. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. It might give you some like minor digestive discomfort. Anyhow, and I'm like the highest intolerance to these things according to the test I took, so I'm just saying it's not a big deal. Yeah, you could be bloated. So what was I gonna say? When people talk about healthy and unhealthy, just for the sake of argument, let's say there's a healthier way to eat than how I eat. Let's say somebody who eats grilled chicken and broccoli, eats clean all the time, bland food, unenjoyable. Food is just fuel. It's not meant to be enjoyed, it's just fuel. Let's say it actually is, they're actually eating healthier, which they're probably not. They're probably not even getting the proper nutrients, but let's say they were. And let's say due to that, they live 2 years longer than me. Which they probably won't. Let's say I live 85 years and they live 87. It's like, all right, you ate disgusting food with no taste for friggin' 3 decades, whatever, whenever they started this thing. 3 decades, while I ate the most enjoyable. Is that worth it? When you have to, on Judgment Day, for some possible health benefit, which nobody knows, that's the thing, you're gambling. It's like, well, living varied. In my comparison that I'm using, it's like nobody's like living with all these major health issues. And also, I think we're going to find that a lot of these people who have taken a lot of things out of their diets are going to be living with major health issues. Now, granted, there's a correlation between people who eat fast food and poor health. Correlation. Because people who typically eat a ton of fast food typically have no clue what they're putting into their body and typically end up unhealthy. I agree, Carl. In 10 years, there's going to be a correlation between people with restrictive diets and poor health. Guaranteed. And I'm not going to call out the restricted diet groups, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Again, Is it because their diets are unhealthy? Or just like the fast food people, they don't know what they're putting into their bodies or not putting into their bodies? You got the supplement industry, the bodybuilding industry. Everybody's doing steroids, eating clean, and they're like, that's not healthy. How are you going to do steroids and say something's not healthy? Oh, as far as CrossFit, well, CrossFit, like any other training, Anthony, if done properly, like any other diet, if done properly, can be great. However, most CrossFitters, most vegans, they have no clue what they're doing. They don't know how to do it properly. It's not do CrossFit, become strong, or be vegan, be healthy. Most CrossFit instructors, that's correct, Jesus. Most CrossFit instructors don't know what they're doing. Are there great ones? Yes. Most nutritionists don't know what they're doing. Are there great ones? Yes. But when you have a bunch of leaders, leading people the wrong way, people are going to get hurt. Which is why I always tell people to make informed decisions. Don't friggin' take anybody's word for it. Don't even take my word for it, man. Do your research. Don't listen to one guy on the internet. Like, if you look at why a gluten-free diet can be so unhealthy, but all these companies are putting out gluten-free products. All because people think gluten makes them fat. Whole grain bread, 3 grams of fiber per slice. Imagine if you go to buy bread and they're like, we could sprinkle this stuff that makes it taste like sandpaper in it. You're really not going to like the bread, but you get 3 grams of fiber. Yeah, man, put it on, put it on. But anyhow, I'm just going on a random rant here about products which are unnecessary. Well, Jared, like you said, losing weight, becoming a healthy weight, and not maintaining a caloric surplus or a big caloric surplus will make 90% of people healthy, 95%. No, Carl. Insulin is the new enemy. Everybody just wants to talk about insulin. My thoughts, Anthony, are it doesn't matter. It's calories in versus out, and whatever fits your lifestyle. You're not going to lose a magical amount of fat. You're just going to not get hungry. And eat bigger meals. What's up, Claire Jones with the accent? Here we go. Like, some guy recently did a Domino's diet for a year. He ate a Domino's pizza every day for a year and kept going. That's what he ate. And he actually lost weight and improved. His health was fine before and fine after, I believe. No, the Diet Coke thing. The Diet Coke thing is really stupid. Be nice, Carl. She's wrong, but be nice. Like, some girl was asking me about Diet Coke and breaking her fast. And I'm like, first of all, you can't break your fast with 0 calories. Second of all, there's no magic to intermittent fasting. So I don't know who you learned this from, but you wasted your time. And then she got all mad. She's like, I've been reading all about... That is true. You and ETAB know each other well enough that if you do tell her to shut up, it's not some random guy coming in here. You know what's funny? Fitness experts have said a lot of stupid things. And while I don't consider myself a fitness expert or a nutritional expert, I know a lot. And when I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. But when I do know for a fact, I will fucking tell you what everybody else says is stupid. 99% of the information we get about fat loss, about muscle gain, about testosterone, about can increase this, can decrease that, can do this, can help that. 99% of it is meaningless in the real world. You'd never be able to measure it ever. Like, can I totally change my friggin' macro breakdown to raise my metabolism by like 30 or 40 calories a day? Yes, and be miserable. So that means in 100 days, I could lose a pound without burning more calories just by changing my diet. In 100 days. But people will just say a higher protein diet can boost your metabolism. Yeah, it can. With a percentage that you can't even like measure. it can boost it like 1 to 2%. If somebody told you, if they gave you the honest answer and they said, look, you can completely change your diet, meticulously count everything, eat like this, which is not a fun way to eat, and every 100 days you will lose 1 pound without having to train anymore. Everybody like, fuck that, man, that's so stupid. When you say, will burn more fat or boost your metabolism, you're like, oh, it's going to boost my metabolism. And then people get hooked on that shit and defensive when you tell them it's stupid, because when you tell something that they've been doing for a while is stupid, then they get pissed. Then they get pissed. If you make fun of some guy who's been eating out of Tupperware, which I've done, and I've eaten out of Tupperware, they're gonna get pissed. They're gonna get defensive. Krishna, I have a feeling you're going to heaven. I have a feeling Krishna's a nice girl. I get it. Most of the chicks in here are pretty nice. Every now and then we get, and most of the dudes in here are pretty nice too. Every now and then we get the random straggler who just stumbled in here, doesn't know what's going on, and says some dumb shit. A lot of religions believe that if you commit suicide, you won't go to heaven. But then there are religions which, if you die in the name of God, apparently you will. And Terry will probably go to heaven, but she'll probably get stopped at the gates for trolling my streams. The ultimate troll. She gets there and they're like, oh, all good here. Wait, hold on a second. You keep going to this guy's streams on YouTube and messing with him? Do you think that was funny? And she's gonna be like, no, I was serious with all those questions. Have I ever measured my basic you mean like, well, BMR is basal metabolic rate, and it comes from the guy who invented it. I don't know exactly who Colin Kaepernick is. I know the name. I also know I value nobody's opinion when it comes to my hair. Throw the hair out. If I cut it, I cut it. Imagine if I stopped intermittent fasting when everybody told me, shouldn't do that. You guys wouldn't be in my stream right now. You'd be watching some documentary on gluten. Thank you, Terry. Terry's just trying to be nice so she doesn't get stopped at the gates of heaven now. No. I can't read your name, Russian person, but no, I'm not in a surplus every day. What you're asking is TDEE, or total daily energy expenditure, not BMR. Oh, Greek? I should have known that. All right, Russian Greek. Considering the fact that you're Greek, let me make a little gyro for you. There's a little French fry gyro. Greek yogurt. Hold on, I'll tell you a story about Greek yogurt. Well, like I said, my energy expenditure is a 4K on average. If I was in a surplus, I'd gain weight. So Greek yogurt. Apparently, you guys stole that from the Turks. So, and I didn't know this, and I don't care, but whenever I list Greek yogurt as an ingredient in my food, people get pissed. Turkish people get pissed, and they're like, "That's Turkish yogurt." Hold on. Well, good news, Greek. You guys won. Hold on. Now, if you guys stole the yogurt from Turkish people, Turkish people, nobody cares if you did. Because the fucking yogurt companies put Greek yogurt on it. Dannon, Chobani, whatever. They all put Greek yogurt on it. So if you guys stole it, you guys won. You guys won that one. And I just tell the Turkish people to talk to the yogurt company. It's not like it said Turkish yogurt on the friggin' label and I scraped it off and I wrote Greek yogurt on it. It just came and said Greek yogurt. Well, yogurt, feta, feta cheese. I've never heard feta cheese as somebody else's cheese. Tzatziki. I've heard tzatziki. I've heard people claim tzatziki is their thing. What else? Now, granted, there are different variations of tzatziki. And just straight up white sauce. When it doesn't have all the ingredients that tzatziki has. So congrats on your culture stealing, or your nation stealing the yogurt. No, Greek yogurt's very versatile. Because, in my opinion, the vanilla pudding is better tasting, the pudding mix. Also, as far as the protein involved, if I need more protein, the regular yogurt is higher protein. Like I buy like the 2x protein yogurt as opposed to if I bought vanilla yogurt, it'd be like probably like 20 grams less, maybe 30 grams less a quart, which I do eat the whole quart most of the time, so it would make a big difference. Turkish influences, what, like souvlaki coming from, is that Turkish inspired? Spanakopita. What was I gonna say? Am I healthy? 200 pounds? Yeah, kebab. Yeah, okay. Well, kebab is another thing where I had kebab at a Mediterranean restaurant with Armenian owners, and it just turned into a whole shit show where I had like all these different nations fucking getting all types of bent out of shape about where kebab comes from and how they're not real Armenian and how this isn't that and how this isn't that, and I'm just like, holy shit, I can't just go to a restaurant, eat enjoyable food, and you guys have to argue who invented it, where it came from, and who should be cooking it. Like, yes, I'm healthy at 200 pounds. I'm about, cleaning my nose here, I'm about, let's say like probably like 10% body fat. I'm probably between 9 and 11% body fat. Would I want to be less? It's cool to look less. Let's be real. It's cool to look like 6% body fat or 4. But can you like, is that healthy? No. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to look like that. But your testosterone drops. You feel it. You feel it. You look drained. You start to age faster. Like, you can see when people are doing like contest prep, how like they look like they're gonna die before the show. But as long as they, after the contest, they start eating again and friggin' put everything back up or bring everything back up, they'll be fine. But it's the people who get stuck in that contest prep mode and want to stay there forever who end up running into some health issues. So it's okay to have body fat. Also, what you guys don't realize is me, you see me like this. You see me when I'm making my food, I'm like hunched over the table, and like even if I'm like, I might be bloated from carbs, I might be friggin' just in a bad position. You got to realize 99% of the people, probably better, who are shirtless on Instagram are showing you their best shot. They're showing you like their best shot. Or their best day when they're shredded, not bloated, and all that stuff. It's the sentence we always tell people who speak English to say. Rod, grad, mit flod. Oh, no, no. I don't care. I don't care what you guys stole from Turkish people. And I fully respect Turkish people. I was just saying you guys won. If you stole something and the yogurt company has your name on it, you won. Like, I don't even know. It's not like you're one guy. All right, it's not like you're one guy who screwed somebody over, or like one chick who screwed somebody over and like stole something and like did them dirty and like pushed them in the ground and you got there first and you were like, you stole their fucking thing and then your name is on it. It's like, it says Greek yogurt. Why would you want to eat carbs if it makes you bloated? Because number one, carbs are enjoyable. Number two, the body needs water. Yes, the body needs water to mobilize the carbs, which turn into energy. Energy you can use to exercise. Oh, of course carbs are good. Water is good. Look, there's a healthy amount of water weight, which people should have. Contest prep water weight is not a healthy amount of water weight. Bloated water weight, like if you have swelling, if you're swollen from water weight, that's not a healthy amount of water weight. But if you're bloated, that happens. That's your body handling shit. It's not a big deal. Like, no girl's not gonna sleep with you because you're bloated, and vice versa. No guy's gonna see you and be like, I don't know about that. And then you're not bloated another day, and he's like, oh, wow, yeah. You know, you were kind of bloated the other day, so I didn't really hit on you, but now that you're not as bloated, or not bloated anymore, it doesn't matter. It's all fucking in your head, and friggin' Instagram gets in your head with these people flexing and posing in every picture and not showing. Let's be real. I would not show my true self. Me personally, I would not show myself unflexed if I wasn't shirtless all the time and making food videos every day. Like, when I'm making a food video, I'm not worried about flexing my abs. I'm worried about, like, making the food. Like, it's like, don't, you're trying to hold the flex and you're, like, making your food. People in my part one videos, they'll be like, you got fat. And in the next video, the eating video, they're like, I'm like, dude. Well, if you don't eat carbs and you be flat all the time, there's a lot of controversy regarding that because of the whole low carb thing. But typically keto, for instance, I wouldn't even say Atkins anymore. Everybody knows that guy's a fraud. Off the record. Keto, I mean, are your joints lubricated? You need water for your body to move properly. And once you're all dry, are your joints going to move properly? Or are your joints going to age quicker? Like, is everything going to age quicker because your body's so dry and it's not getting water? Well, when you say keto is for diabetics, keto done right can help with that. Not really. Is carb cycling good compared with intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting and carb cycling have nothing to do with each other. Carb cycling is a scam. As far as fat loss, carb cycling is a scam. Well, low carb, like I am so full of carbs, a day of me not eating or a day or two of me not not having that many carbs doesn't bother me. But then there's a point where I'm just flat and dry, and it's like, all right, I feel like shit. I need carbs. Now, as far as keto and diabetes, intermittent fasting is a better tool for diabetes than keto and eating all day. Intermittent fasting is really what's going to reduce your insulin resistance. And keto, as far as the fat content in your meals when you're doing high fat, no carb, depending on if you're obese, it depends. There's so many variables. There's so many variables that you could just not make things any better. But no, you don't. It's been proven you don't need carb. You're not going to die without carbs. You need to get essential proteins and fats, and you may die earlier without carbs. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, people have been eating carbs for a while, and now it's people don't need them. So it's really up to you guys to make your own decisions. And whatever happens in the end, you see Jesus at the gates, Carl Jesus, that is, or whatever Jesus God you believe in. Well, that's because calories are energy, Rocky and Doreen. I've never seen... You see, this is the thing. I want to see somebody on keto win the Olympics. I want to see somebody on keto win 8 gold medals in swimming. And just sweep straight through. That's what I want to see. Because you could claim it's superior fuel, but I haven't seen anybody on keto win anything substantial. As of yet. And I'm sure somebody will at some point. But I'm just curious. I like to see how that plays out. But anyhow, you guys all have a good night. I'm out of here. I got a bunch of videos to edit. Yeah, that's correct, Darren. We'll see if anybody succeeds at that. But I'll see all you guys tomorrow night. You guys all have a good night, good day, whatever. Greek person, congrats on the yogurt. You guys too. Oh, if you want to check out my giant gyro, it's on Instagram. Is it on here? Yeah, my giant gyro meal's on here too. Later, guys.